What's going on, everybody? This is ODC, that's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Spider-Man wave. This is Agent Venom. This is the Walgreens exclusive. I have 5 Walgreens in my area, so I didn't really have an issue finding it. It was a little delayed on the East Coast. The West Coast always usually gets figures before the East Coast does, usually. So it took a little bit of time for us to get them, but we got them. They are in abundance, so people don't freak out. Don't go on eBay. Don't spend $34 on an Agent Venom figure. I mean, if you don't have one in your area, I get it, but I'll tell you one thing, this guy's only $22 after tax, so don't spend a ton of money. Find a Walgreens, walk in, and if they don't see him out, the display's not out, ask somebody. That's what I did. I asked somebody, I said, you know what, these guys were supposed to come out a week ago. Do you have them in the back? He checked, he had the whole thing in the back, nobody brought it out. So I got this guy about, I don't know, a couple days ago, like 2 or 3 days ago. Today's the 3rd of September, so it took a little bit of time to get to the East Coast, but not a big deal. He's here, he's in my hand, and I'm only bought one. I'm not one of those people that bought the whole thing like most of the people I see on the Marvel Legends community on Facebook. But anyway, these 2 guns right here, these 2 black guns, these are not, they did not come with him. These other 4 guns do. I just kind of added them in because he got the 4 guns with the tendrils, and then he needed 2 guns in his hand. So he does look nice, though. I don't really have too much of an issue. I know he is basically a reuse, which actually I will pause and be right back and show you comparisons of the person he's based off of. Okay, and I know I normally don't do my comparisons here, but I just wanted to show you the similarities, so this is really a similarity comparison. This entire body is based off of the Commander Rogers, including the sides here. And actually, if you wanted to compare him to someone else, you can also compare him to, mostly, for the most part, he's really the Ultimate Captain America, which actually I'll bring him into. Okay, and here's the other comparison, which is Ultimate Cap. He does reuse his utility belt right here, not the vest, obviously, but he does reuse the utility belt and also the sculpted gun on the side here. So, and pretty much the rest of the body is used for Agent Venom as well. But there are differences here, and there's a lot of differences, and that's why, you know what, I actually, when I saw that this figure was coming out, I was like, I don't really care about this figure that much. But there are some big differences here and some added additions that actually kind of make this figure pretty decent, even though it is pretty much, some of it, for the most part, is a reuse. So I'll just get Cap out of here. And speaking for the most part, I think, I mean, I'm not a big Spider-Man fan. I don't really know the character of Agent Venom, but I just thought it was a pretty decent figure. It comes with some good accessories. These tendrils are nice. The guns he comes with a good amount of guns, which is very rare for most figures nowadays, which I don't understand, but I mean, he comes with the tendrils, that's nice, and they just plug in right to his back, and you can unplug them if you want, no big deal. But he does come with 4 guns, these 3 silver guns, and then this 1 black gun, and it's kind of got a red sight on it. As you can see right there, red flashlight. The sight's supposed to be up top, but that's technically supposed to be a flashlight. But anyway, you get the point. And technically he would come with another gun if they actually, Hasbro needs to fix this problem. If you're going to reuse this, just give us another gun with a holster, and it'd be so much nicer to have another gun here with just a holster. Just stop doing this cheap crap where you just sculpt the gun in there just for the sake of the look of it. It would just look so much better if you just given us a real holster. I mean, there's enough room in this plastic that you've sculpted to give us a holster. Just do it. Anyway, and I've expressed that in my Ultimate Captain America review as well. So, but anyway, for the most part, I don't have a problem. Let me just take all of his guns out. These guns were from Hitmonkey. that Build-A-Figure. Let me just pop his tendrils off here. He does come with 2 Glocks, another machine gun that's silver, the same as the Hit Monkey machine gun right here. And he comes with the Commander Rogers pistol, but in black. I just showed you that, so just wanted to cover all the bases here. But here he is just standing, pretty much the same height as Commander Rogers or Ultimate Cap. But he does have his differences. Now here I'm going to touch on the differences. The shoulder pads are a new sculpt, brand new sculpt. The forearms are a new sculpt. This whole chest piece, which you can undo right here, is a separate sculpt, is a brand new sculpt. Looks pretty nice. The knee pads are a new sculpt for him. The shin guards, the boots I believe have been reused pretty much, but they are retooled and resculpted to fit this character. So that's pretty nice that they did that. They decided to do that. And for a figure that probably wasn't even going to see the light of day, it's nice that they actually did release this figure. They should have released this figure a while ago. It's nice that we actually got him though. I think they did a pretty good job. Some of the paint apps are really just kind of shoddy on him though. I'm not digging the whole reused utility belt. Give this guy his own belt. I don't know. It just doesn't fit him to me. I don't know. I get he's supposed to have a lot of weapons on him. It just looks a little odd. Or there could have been some paint variation here. I don't think the utility belt is a part of his symbiote. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't seem like it would. A nice little color variation here to separate from the blacks would have made him a little bit nicer. But to his counterpart, the Marvel Select, I would say that each has their own good quality of them. Now, the Marvel Select one doesn't have the best articulation. This one, hands down, beats the Marvel Select one in articulation. Batman, shut up. But the Marvel Select definitely kicks this one in the groin when it comes to sculpting. I don't know. I think they're both good figures overall, but let's get to his articulation. His head does move side to side, and it can look up about that far, and it does look down nicely. Can do a full 360 if you wanted to. His arms go up about this far. His shoulder pads are made of a pliable plastic, so they do articulate, so you can get his arm to go up as far as it needs to go. And it goes down. It can do a full 360. He's got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. He does have a wrist swivel. Unfortunately, no wrist hinge because he's based off of the Commander Rogers body and Ultimate Cap, and he did not have a wrist hinge, which is unfortunate. They should probably think about retooling that and fixing that problem in the future. He does have an ab crunch, but it's hidden through this his vest here, I guess if you want to call it his tactical vest, but it is there. It's very hindered because of the vest. He does have a waist swivel. He's got wide jointed hips, which I absolutely hate. But you can get it to do what you want forward, and they do go back and they go out. You can do the splits. I just don't like wide joints. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. He does have a no calf swivel because of the sculpt here, and he does have the ankle pivot and the ankle hinge, which goes forward, not so much forward too far, but it does go back as you need it. He does have the ankle pivot, so he's pretty decent. He might be a little bit back heavy because of the tendrils here, the symbiote tendrils. They hold all the guns pretty decently. If you're definitely an ACBAer, you're probably going to want to use this, I would assume, and they just peg right into his back right here as some of the guns are falling out. But it just pegs in just like that, and there's no problem, and you can position it any way you want. If you want it like that, or if you want it upright, it doesn't matter. Any way you want to do it, really. So, I don't know, that's pretty much it. I'll get to the packaging really quick. If you want to check out the packaging, here it is. Just get everybody out of the way. There's the packaging. It's pretty much your Spider-Man Marvel Legends Infinite Series packaging with the sides. You open up the side, there's a picture of Spider-Man there, and there's a picture of Agent Venom in the back. I'll just bring this up. It doesn't really show him with the rest of the wave, but there's a little read up if you want to read it. Pause it, read it. And there's the rest of the wave. He was not a part of this wave, so that's why he's not pictured in here. So there you go. Hopefully, you know, I mean, I don't really mind if they keep doing this. Like if they were to do, I don't know, Blade, and give us a Blade and a Moonstone, which I really hope, or yeah, Moonstone. I think that's her name, right? Yeah, from the New Mutants. Anyway, I'm just brain farting right now. It's been a long day at work. Anyway, not Moonstone, Moonstar. Moonstar, I think so. She wasn't released. Anyway, if I butchered the name, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, but and I'm sure you will anyway. But hopefully they'll do that with some of the other figures that haven't been released that should have. Even a Bulldozer would be nice to. If you're gonna do an exclusives, keep doing exclusives and like Walgreens exclusives. You could add those characters in as well. It would have actually made sense if they just did the whole wave and given us those characters with Agent Venom in the Walgreens exclusive wave. That would have been another way to just make some more quick money if you're trying to do that. Hasbro, come on, let's do it. I mean, I'm helping you out. I'm giving you free marketing tips. Good grief. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for Agent Venom. Would I recommend this figure? Yes. He comes with a lot of nice accessories. He comes with his own sculpt, even though he's reused, and there's a couple points that bother me, like this and this. For the most part, I think he's a 2 thumbs up. He's a nice figure, especially if you're a Spider-Man fan. I would recommend him. He does come with some new sculpting to his own character, and I can dig that. So, with that being said, that's pretty much it for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't spend a lot of money on this figure, and I will see you guys on the flip side.